Alright, much better. Hey there, this is Mario, and I'm here to tell you everything I know. And I know I am late for my own stream. Can I forgive myself? My neck. Anyway. 2 minutes done nothing. Well, it's time to do something. Back plan is the Oracle. Continue. Oh, it's not a visual novel, Jackal. It's a fighting game with visual novel elements. Now that you're here, I'm going to show you something cool. In Tarshish. Holy Mother Jonah. Well, in that case, at least stay for this bit because we're gonna have an actual cutscene, none of this visual novel stuff, okay? We've been Tsurugi for company, we pressed on. Suddenly a strange and familiar aura filled the air, felt like a berserker stepping forth from an astral fissure. Something in the air sends a tingle down my spine. Now, could it be another astral fissure spawned? Should investigate the area, you two stay put. I know this feeling, more berserkers, I wager. For Natalie, I will not let a good fight pass me by. Let's go, Oracle. Ignoring Natalie's orders, Mr. Iggy sprinted off, left with little choice. I quickly followed. Best part.
You greet folk in this world? He blocked that. Come take me on. Crap like this. Exactly why I hate portals. Come on! What the? Sorcery. He's not bad with a sword, but I'm not the one he seems interested in. Mystery opponent, who are you? Sure as hell don't look like you ride with the hunt, yet your power's clearly not human either. That's disappointing. Sooner or later, I will face you in battle. Just you wait. Fine. For now, let's see what you're made of.
I'm gonna stream this. Sorry, I don't talk during actual cutscenes. But yeah, Jekyll, I wanted to show you Geralt from The Witcher, how he actually appeared in SoulCalibur. Let me find this out playing Libra of Souls.
Battle 1.
Witcher versus Oracle? Who wins? Oh, come on! Oh, come on, Oracle, come on! Yes! Oh, come on! Blocked me both times from doing my critical edge. Wait, don't they got a PlayStation version? Okay, I feel let down. I am saying it now, I feel let down. You know why? Yeah, what's funny, Jackal, is I'm sure Jackal will join you in EverQuest 2 if you got internet. But I feel let down because both times I did this match before, and I mean it, both times, I had my butt handed to me by Geralt. It took me over an hour of constant refacing him in Libra of Soul on my other two characters. Yet this time, for some strange reason, I beat him the first time around? Man. I feel cheated. It was like the most difficult fight I normally have. And Geralt cheated me. I need to check something in my settings real quick, because I'm sure I turned subtitles back on. Oh, that explains it. Really? I had them off. Overwatch updated big deal. Anyway, we're gonna get one more piece of cutscene. Oh, so nice, man, so nice. With the fight over, I thrust my hands to the astral fissure to claim its power. Hey, what the hell's going on here? I will not allow you to interfere. This needs to happen. Ah, looks like there was an extra cutscene like I thought. My bad. She destroyed the gate? Can't say I expected that. With a sigh, Strange Man turned and began walking away. Where are you going? We have unfinished business. Easy now, got things to attend to, and I'm sure you must too. My previous actions offend you, I fully apologize. I am Mitsurugi Haishiro, and you are? Geralt of Rivera, Witcher. What the? Man made a sudden sharp gesture towards Mitsurugi's fingers tracing symbol in the air. Instantly, his samurai's movements became sluggish. Ah, well, at least you got to see the cutscene, dude. That's all that mattered, and this is gonna be my last late night stream. I'm gonna change my hours to 3 hours earlier. I figured you should know. So next time I stream, it'll be earlier in the evening. What devilry is this? Relax, you'll be fine. Just walk it off. Gerard turned around and walked away, leaving Mitsurugi bound by the strange power. Good night. Oh, you think this got me? Thank you for even watching, Jackal. And yes, I was actually tempted to have Oracle use Gerard's moveset because of magic, but big swords suit her better. The burst of strength of Mitsurugi broke through the invisible bond holding him. Okay then. Gerald, was it? I'd be most interested in a real duel with him. Perhaps he has not gone far. I'd catch up if I made haste. My apologies, Oracle, but this is where our paths diverge. Take care and keep your wits about you. Mitsurugi hurried off after Gerald just as Natalie returned. I believe I told you. Wait, what happened to Astro Fisher and the samurai? I'll explain what had happened. The Astral Fisher's been dealt with. We should get moving. Forget the samurai. He can do as he wishes. I just love Mitsurugi and how he mispronounces things.
Your soul surges in your body.
Yeah, 32. Let's see if I have any better weapons. Start settings. Type. I have nothing I can use till 39. Are you kidding me? I guess I'll do Imprisoned Memories real quick. Finally, as for Fisher, no one else appeared to be around, so there was nothing else for me to do but absorb his power. But the Berserker suddenly appeared, and I began acting strangely. Oh. This information is correct. Approach the target. When we neared the Astral Fisher, Berserker appeared. What the? Natalie's eyes widened. Silently, she backed away, shook her head in disbelief. Curtis, why? How? Natalie seemed shaking, but looking closer, the Berserker was wearing an Oval uniform. Grr, I must stop as well. Sir Curtis, it is I, Natalie. As well betrayed us. Sir Curtis. The grief in Natalie's voice did nothing to disturb the Berserker's emotion. In a trance, she began to wander towards him. I stopped her and raised my weapon. What was I thinking? He's a Berserker and must be defeated. Grrr.
Battle 1. Fight!
You're finished!
Combos do more damage, so I just have stacking doing combos.
You're finished!
Shirt for shirt. And jacket for jacket.
You're finished!
Forgive me, Grawl. I failed you. Should never accompanied you. Berserker disappeared, leaving behind a heavy silence. You never stopped caring for Grawl? Was it not he who caused your death? Natalie slumped down where the Berserker disappeared, her expression unreadable. I am fine. Natalie stood and turned to me. We need to meet up with Dion to destroy the other astral fissure.
Your soul surges in your body.
Oh, it has appeared on the main road. Taming of the Shrew, Mysterious Swordsman. Aggressive swordsman enraged battle with a band of thieves in a grassy plain. In an attempt to even the balance, I raised my weapon and moved in. I could hear the sound of swords clashing in the distance, letting the sound guide me. I eventually came upon a lone swordsman fighting what appeared to be a group of brutish bandits. Swordsman was easily holding his own despite being outnumbered over 10 to 1. He was obviously a considerably skilled fighter. I'll only say this one more time. Tell me where your hideout is. You're pretty confident for someone going up against many of us. Fine, I'll tell you, but you'll have to beat it out of us first. The bandits wasted no time surrounding the swordsman. He may have been strong, but the odds were stacked against him. I decided to lend a helping hand and at least draw away those at his back. Here we go again.
Fight begin.
Your fate is sealed!
finally got him with it.
It's time. Be gone. Leave here. Crumble. Face me.
Really? Was this to you, Death 258 or something?
You're finished.
You're mine.
Alright, got him. Time to get his friends.
You're finished.
Okay, is... Thanks for attending, buddy. No problem, bruh. See you too, man. Good night. Another one's gone, and another one passed us.
You're finished. It's time. Be gone. Leave here. Crumble. Cease.
Not bad. If things were different, I'd love to go toe-to-toe with you and see what you really got. Swordsman having defeated his enemies, looking at me. Really Dead by Daylight. File updated too. Man, I really need to put my console in sleep mode on Monday nights. Alright, defeating his enemies, looking at me, asked him if I had stuck my nose where it didn't belong by helping him. No, I appreciate your help. I'm in a hurry and didn't want to waste time dealing with all of them. Thank you. Drake sent his thanks. He introduced himself as Huang Zhongyang. I nodded and told him my name. Oracle, huh? You seem pretty strong. I got a favor to ask of you. He explained to me as wording his Esther's daughter back to her hometown when they got separated. He said she was most likely taken by the bandits, is probably being held against her will at their hideout. I lost my family. My master has been like a father to me, which means his daughter's kind of like my sister. If anything happens to her, I'll never be able to forgive myself. Huang, get a grip, bro. Seriously. Everybody knows that him and Sung Mina are one of the best ships. Anybody who's played the SoulCalibur games before knows this. Huang looked down at all the bandits at his feet. According to what I was able to squeeze out of these guys, there are a lot more of them waiting at their hideout. I don't plan on throwing in the town anytime soon, but I might bite off more than I can chew if I get in there alone. Can I count on you to help me out? I nodded and told him we should hurry if we want to save his master's daughter. Although he seemed surprised by my response, he thanked me once again. Thanks, I am glad you feel that way. The band's base operations supposedly in the mountains. Let's wait till night before sneaking in. Never wait until night, you idiot. Oh, half surprised I didn't get attacked. Ah. It's okay. Got a carton today. I love how they say taming of the shrew when it comes to the song Mina. Taming of the shrew, the swordsman and daughter. Wang and I made our way into the thieves' hideout, expecting to be greeted by a host of bandits. Instead, we got greeted with the sound of silence. Hey, that's a good song. We eventually found a bandit's hideout, nestled deep within the forest in the mountains. They split up and attacked bandits from both sides. I'll slip behind their camp and hit them from the back. You can hear yourself pretty well. There's a lot of them. Be careful. I made my way through the dark forest after Huang left. When I thought I'd reached the hideout, it dawned on me that I hadn't encountered any guards or lookouts. Something was wrong. That's why I sensed someone behind me. I spun around just in time to see a figure striking at me. Hiya! You parried my attack. You must be leader of the bandits then. You're too late. I already took care of all your lackeys. The woman, ready your weapon. You're the only one left. Prepare to face justice. Ah, Mina.
Battle 1. Fight!
You're the head of that band of thieves! You're finished! But how? You're finished! Crushed!
Technically got it top off when she got mine.
It's time. Be gone. Leave here. Crumble. Cease. You're finished. I can't go on.
Smack you with my blade. Not bad. There's no way I'm gonna let an evildoer like you get away with this. Fight me one more. Stop it, Mina. She's not one of the bandits. Aang Hong appeared from the direction of the hideout and stopped the woman. Huh? Huang? What are you doing here? I came here looking for you. It's great you got rid of all the bandits, but you could have at least told me you were coming here before you left. I got really worked up and just kinda ran off. Mina, we can't protect our country if it's just you making moves, right? I'm sorry. When I asked Huang about the leader of the bandits, he replied that he had taken care of him. Mina, I asked this person to lend me a hand in dealing with the bandits. Oh, okay, I'm sorry I mistook you for one of them and attacked. You aren't hurt, or wait a second, Oracle, is that you? Wow, it's been a while. I couldn't see your face before, so I had no idea. How's it been? Celebrated a reunion with a quick pulse in chat. Huang looked relieved, sung Mina happy. So you attacked someone you knew without realizing who it was? What would you have done if you had actually hurt her? I asked Mina if she had found Soul Edge. She shook her head. No, I haven't found it, but that's okay. A lot happened after I met you, and I realized I don't need a sword to protect my country. Because we are going to protect it. Mina's eyes were filled with determination. She seemed far more mature than she had when we last met. Thanks again for your help earlier, Oracle. We're going to head back now. If you happen to be in our neck of the woods, stop by the Sung Dojang. A warrior like you is always welcome there. I'll keep training so I'm able to beat you when you show up. Yeah, I got a bounty for scoundrels here. Might as well do it. Except request eliminated Black Guard was troubling the area. Apparently the Brood already defeated a number of mercenaries and bounty hunters.
Battle 1. Fight!
You're finished!
This is how you don't. Oh, wrung him out.
Battle 2. Fight!
Haha.
Your soul surges in your body.
Oh, got a level 30 clockwork. But I can't put any add-ons to it. Five lingers, letter for Ron. Zihan asked me to take a letter to his old friend Ron, who requested his help, but like kicks and throws are effective. And I hate those conditions. Zihan's shop was a bustling commercial district near the harbor. Imagine a front for a criminal organization to be tucked out of sight, but a large building Passing up Broad Street. Oh, if it isn't Oracle, it's nice to see you again. Welcome. After we had caught up, Zihan took a letter from his coat. Would you be willing to do a job for me? I'd like you to deliver this to an old man named Ron who lives outside of town. He's a former soldier, used to be our most skilled man. He's retired now, but he's smart, and with his help I could turn this city around. Are you willing to assist me? Arrived at the location Zihan told me about. Man, I really need to learn how to pronunciate Chinese names. And it was surprised to find a splendid manner. It seemed Ron was a Rune. Is it Rune or Ron? Was a man of taste as well as ability. What's your business to me? Oh, the boy sent you? The old man's face grew dark as he read the letter. Kong Long went missing, did he? The boy wants me to help him run the shop and clean up town? Rin's eyes shifted to me, his kind, grandfatherly expression replaced by a sharp, calculating stare. In our line of work, business is only as good as the one who runs it. People might lend you their strength, but unless you have the brains to use it, it'll go nowhere. I won't waste my time on somebody who doesn't have what it takes, even if it is the boy. After the old man's smile returned. But he must have had a reason to send a stranger like you to convince me to help, right? And if the reason is a good one, perhaps I'll lend a hand. For now, maybe you're a warrior with enough skill to entice me, What do you think?
Battle 1. Fight!
You're finished! Leave here! Pathetic! You're finished!
Explosion!
Battle 2. Fight!
It's time. Be gone. Leave here. Crumble. Cease. It's time.
All right. Oh, I must admit that must admit that I did you a disservice by underestimating you. You've proven yourself to me. I'll have to trust in the boy's intuition. He has my help, at least for the time. Rin sank deep into thought. Let's start by visiting a few noble citizens to collect funds. After that, we'll see who remains in the organization, get them properly trained. Of course, the boy will have to work on his image, too, in order to keep Lin Pei's gang on their toes. I was certain I would soon be hearing more of Zihan's I need to learn Han's names. I'm just gonna call him Han. Yes, is for whom escort job. Merchant set me up with a job escorting a lady of noble birth. Things seemed to be going well. Our journey to the forest was nearing its end, but troubles had only just begun. Sound of hooves, a creaking carriage, footsteps of guards echoed through the night forest. My son is a guard, a job a merchant had set me up with. Would end when we went through the forest. We had set off about sunset, but arrived later that night. An elderly attendant began speaking to the lady inside the carriage. Not much further there now, my lady. Our escort from the inn household should be waiting for us just beyond here. The danger of this forest worry me more than the length of the journey. Kindly take your time and be on your guard. Certainly, my lady. Roughly halfway through the forest, about two figures rode ahead, likely travelers. One of them seemed to be injured, the other were intending to her foot. There was the old attendant when the guards approached the pair. Excuse me, we're unfamiliar with this road. My wife has sprained her ankle. We will move aside, but I beg your assistance. The man glanced past me and still his gaze on the carriage. That carriage wouldn't have belonged to the Lang. It ain't Ling. Liang family? What it? Yes, it. Before the guard could finish, he slid down on his crown and fell to the ground. The man slowly rose to his feet and I readied my weapon. Whew, yeah. But I'd never have to wait that long again. I was bored out of my mind. The man raised his fingers to his mouth and whistled. Roughly, men detached themselves from the shadows around us. They didn't look friendly. I have no beef with you personally, but our patron, well, let's just see a union between Liang and Yin families a little distasteful. Just think of our meeting as fate. No point in resisting, just relax, accept it, and die! Really need to get my ear cleaned. With the last enemy taken care of, I surveyed the scene. Only the old attendant slumped on the ground, and a well-dressed young woman remained. You hold your own well. The woman we were supposed to have been guarding sheathed her sword, or under her feet lay the bodies of assassins she cut down herself. Lady Lingyu, are you hurt? The old attendant crawled towards his mistress. Why must you always insist on participating in fights yourself? I am fine, but I cannot say the same for those noble guards who fell defending me. I wish they had never gotten them mixed up in all this. Now the horses fled during the fighting, so the carriage is useless. Not much further, so let's get to walking. The woman named Lingyu looked at me. I see you're the only one left. Would you mind accompanying me to the end of my journey? Accept the job. I always saw it through. I nodded, and we set off. Guard, you are surprised to see a noble young lady who knows how to use a blade? Tell her she reminded me of someone I met, a young lady of the Ming Empire named Shanghua, who is highly skilled in martial arts. Okay, the only reason I can name Shanghua's name because I'm used to hearing it because I've been playing SoulCalibur for years. That's how I even knew the Z-I-A instead of being like Zia is Shua. Sha is more like a Sha than Za. You know Shanghua? She's very talented, isn't she? I explained I had beaten Shanghua in a fight. Lingyu put her hand on her forehead and moaned in an exaggerated manner. She never changes. I bet she's slacking off on her training again. I tell you, you get away from her for 1 minute and she's off somewhere daydreaming. Don't worry about her, though. Continued talking about Shanghua as we made our way through the forest, though we were careful not to let her guard down. Eventually we reached the other side. Members of the Yin household had come to meet us. We explained what happened and bid Lingyu and her attendant farewell. So how about you try your hand against me next time we meet? I'd love to see the look on Shanghua's face when I tell her I beat you. Yeah, if you play Shanghua's Tale of Souls, Lingyu is like her friend and rival. With that, Lingyu strode off, never once looking back. She loves to strut. Justice for whom resolved. I visited Lingyu's home on her behest. When I arrived, I found her at the cemetery where her family had rested. She spoke fondly of them, then requested we spar so I could prepare her test to join the Empire's Guard. Oh boy, I have really higher level this time. Directions had led me to the top of a small hill of the Ling family's land. There, Lingyu went back to me gazing down freshly dug graves. Without turning, she spoke. My parents are still lingering us here. My grandfather and I are the only ones left. It's up to me to support the household. That's why I have to pass the next test and make it into the Emperor's Guard. Then you turned towards me. It had been some time, Guard, or Sachet Oracle. Thank you for coming. Now, allow me to cut to the chase. Do you remember what I said when we last met? You wish to spar with me? I'm gonna choose you wish to beat me up and brag. How did it sound? I did say that, didn't I? Of course, need to beat you to boast. For the time being, just a sparring session would be nice. It'll be practice for my test to enter the Emperor's Guard. I carry the honor of my family, so I must prove to all the world that I have the skill and strength to be among the best. You are at least a good warrior, Shanghua, so a duel with you round off my practice nicely. How about it? I nodded. Lingyu responded to the gracious bow and then drew her sword. I thank you. Now, let the fight begin.
Battle 1. Fight!
Really? She used to start the battle soul charge? This was a bad idea. I can't even get a move in on her right now.
Battle 3. Fight!
You're mine!
Wow, the only reason I got victory so far is a ring out.
Battle 4. Fight!
Now. It's time. You're finished. You're mine.
Word for that soul charge, I wanna win.
Final battle. Fight!
What? Your fate is sealed.
Well, that's the first time I ever got her Shang-Lo off. That I've ever tried it intentionally, I never have. Phew, you really are skilled. If I had your strength, perhaps I'd have determination to remain true to justice and not let my emotions get the better of me. When I asked her what she meant, she looked a distance, frowning slightly. A group of awful people held a grudge against my grandfather. They're the ones who killed my family. I despise evil with every fiber of my being. My hatred is an obsession that consumes me. I believe that dedicating my life to justice is a noble pursuit, but to live harboring such hate in my heart is dishonor to the Liang name. Ling Yu fell silent, her eyes settling in a grave smaller than the rest. In Shanghua, I see my younger sister, Leisha. No matter how severe the training, no matter how close she was to tears, she never once complained. I had never paid attention to that before. Alicia is also the name of Shanghua's daughter who appears in SoulCalibur V after the 15-year skip. I never knew there was any meaning to that name. Not until... oh my god. It says Shanghua named her daughter after her best friend's sister. No matter how severe the training, no matter how close she is to tears, everyone's complained. Shanghua can be crabby sometimes, so I can be a little protective of her. Ling Yu looked at me with a defiant smile. Don't tell Shanghua what I just said, okay? It's a secret. Anyway, that's enough talking for now. I'm ready for another round. She held her sword, her face filled with pride and resolve. The honor of her family rested on her shoulders. She would do them proud.
Your soul surges in your body.
Yuna's machinations, a reunion. Really? A warrior stands in my way now? Bandit again? No attacks do more damage, and he's using Voldo's moves. All Voldo likes to do is low attack. An explosion. Reference to Rave Master, not to Konosuba. In a level 14 catalog. In the way Shang Dojang had across Mina training in the meadow, but she was not practicing at the Dojang. Saw a young woman practicing fighting techniques alone sprawling meadow. Although I had not reached the Dojang, it seemed I had come across a worthy opponent. Huh, well, if it is an oracle, so you finally came. Mina came running to me with a big smile on her face, asked her why she was training outside of town. The Dojang is starting to get a little stuffy, so I thought I'd change the scenery would do me some good. Turned out Mina's father, Han Myung, kept a watchful eye over her to ensure she didn't run away again. Seems Mina did not fully gain her father's trust yet. I told him to commit to protecting my country and won't go anywhere. But he won't believe me. It's so irritating. Mina pursed her lips in frustration before a long smile returned to her face. Anyway, enough about that. It's Oracle. Since you happen to stop by, we should have a quick sparring match. I couldn't beat you before, but I've been training. I've gotten a lot better, so get ready to lose big time.
Battle 1. Fight!
You're finished! Here you go! You're mine! Ready?
Damn it.
Battle 2. Fight!
You're finished! That's it! No way! Scatter! Too slow! You're finished! You're finished! No way! Get lost! It's time! Be gone! Leave here! Crumble! Face me!
KO! Battle 3. Fight!
You're finished! But how? Scatter!
Get you that time.
You're gonna pay now! It's time! Be gone! Leave here! Crumble! Cease! No chance!
No, I never heard it by the gods before. Definitely the Oracle. Bad timing, Mina. This stinks. Looks like I'm not ready to... Not the only one who got stronger. I guess I have to devote even more time to my training. Oh, that reminds me. Mina, no longer sullen, quickly raised her head. Would you mind doing a little something for me? And I hadn't told her that if there's anything I do, I'd do it. Morale isn't the only thing investing into these days. Huang and my father are always busy and spending a lot of time away. So what I ask you is... We're filled with fools of the Song Dojo with a sense of purpose, and she requested I show up and pretend to challenge the Dojang to fight for their honor. And think about it, we caused her like the thing my father might get really upset again. Okay, I'll bring the others here instead. Let's meet up here again later. Thanks for agreeing to help. The Challenger. In order to inspire the pupils' fighting spirits, Mina asked me to pretend I was a challenger seeking to defeat the Dojang. Except to soon find myself face a group of warriors in training hungry for battle. Waited to the location we agreed on, soon Mina arrived with the group of pupils in tow. So you the fools pick a fight the Dojang, huh? Don't know who you're messing with. She doesn't look so tough. Don't need to bother Lady Mina with this one.
Yeah, that's right. We're more than enough to handle this fool. Time to see what you're made of.
No idea Mina had told them, but what she said certainly fired them up. Wait a minute, where's Young Sung? I don't see him anywhere. Yeah, about him. He says to Master Huang that it looks like he's not interested in defending the Dojang's honor.
Even though you asked him to join us, he mentioned something about there being no point in joining if Master Huang isn't going to be here. Then went off somewhere.
He's probably snuck off back to the Coast Guard again. Does anyone over there even care anymore? You're kidding me. If there's anyone I wanted here, it's him. Oh well. Mina then turned to me and shouted, "You there, you must think you're really high stuff you think you can take us on. You about to see the song technique? Nothing take lightly. Alright everyone, let's do this." Only vertical attacks are effective.
You're finished.
Unintentional. Well, at least when they gave this guy Mr. Review style, they gave him that one sword. What they should have done with frickin' Han Yang. But no. Oh, come on, really?
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
Rematch.
You're finished!
Not over yet!
Okay, do not mean to keep stripping that girl naked. Well, at least to her bra and panties. I don't mean to do that.
Too easy.
I'm starting to think Dan Green did voices for this game.
You're finished! It's time! Be gone! Leave here! Crumble! Face me!
Oh, come on! Really, Mina?
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
One more time.
You're finished!
You're finished!
Probably getting the damage directional pad on my controller, but better than the joysticks.
It's time!
Oh, that time she kept her close. Thank goodness.
You're finished!
Try again!
Damn you!
You're finished!
And he was trying to be sure I didn't have any health left for some Mina.
It's time! Be gone! Leave here! Crumble! No! Face me! Scatter! Too slow! You're finished! Scatter!
Hate spamming that, but she leaves me no choice most of the time. Really hate spamming it. Lady Mina lost? How is she this strong? Lady Mina? Sniff. No, I can't believe I lost. Not again. Again? Mina appeared to have forgotten this was all an act. Listen everyone, this isn't good enough. We need to return to Dojang and train even harder. Lady Mina's right, let's go! Looked as everything got according to Mina's plans. Somehow, filled with new sense of purpose, she and her pupils made their way back to Dojang, seemingly forgotten all about my challenge. As they left, Mina quickly turned around and waved at me with a wide grin on her face. I would goodbye, then promise it off myself. Hope to see her again someday once things had calmed down. Actually, let's see. They're about as close. Oracle, there you have a small errand for you. Please have a seat. As he greeted me with a wide smile as I opened the door of the shop, he had expected me for some reason. Have you heard about the shinobi? They're sort of clandestine operatives from Japan. That land was divided during Warring States provinces for many years. The shinobi operated in the shadows. Well, there's a group using shinobi techniques here in the Empire to sow chaos into the Ming yeah, forget it. They formed a little cabal and I've gotten into business of robbery. It's quite a mess to clean up, really. The authorities demanded my assistance in that, but nobody wants to put themselves against people who can fight like devils and have an endless bag of tricks. That's when I was struck by a light of inspiration. You, Oracle! I know I can trust you and you can handle it yourself. If I had a little bonus reward, help me out, will you? Zan then pressed for bounty notices by the thieves and the Nikomata gang. Nekomata gang. Ugh. Why do I keep saying Nico and it's Neko? The Nekomata gang. In my hands, ushered me out of the shop. So we got 2 of these here. 5 rings left, 5 young, then Bosch Shinome. I do part of the first quest first. Zen's next letter is for Fei Hong, the man already received an offer from the Silver Tigers. The Ming Empire have fallen to turmoil in recent years. Hiring guards had become norm among merchants. However, there were some among these guards who would immediately turn on a clients once they had it outside the safety of the city. This was not the case in Yanglang. Even guards hired outside official channels performed their duties without fail. Apparently this was because a man named Fei Hong had organized all the guards unaffiliated with any crime syndicates. Zehan planned to revitalize the organization by allying himself with Fei Hong. He gave me a letter and sent me to meet the man. But damn it all, I lost again. One more round, come on. You shouldn't, you're not good at this, Fei Hong. Near the castle gates, I found a man excitedly playing dice with his fellow mercenaries. I had to be Fei Hong. Well, if no one wants to play, hey you, how about a round or 2? Instantly turned to address me, and I thought approached unnoticed. I turned down his offer to deliver him a letter. What I took came on behalf of Zehan to propose an alliance and furrowed his brow. It's pissing me I received a similar offer recently. Lin Pei, the jackal himself, came to see if we could strike a deal. He said, well, there's a pile of money for me so big it would make my eyes pop out of my head. Young Zehan can't do better than that, can he? Hold on, though. To be fair, money isn't everything. Nasty work is still nasty work, no matter how you're paid. A man like me needs to enjoy life, so friend, what do you think? Can you, Zehan, provide me with some fun? What sort of things I find fun? His lips curled to a liquid grin as he locked eyes with me, assuming a fighting stance. Things like having a bout with somebody can get me a real challenge. are you right, Fei Hong? Haha, exactly what I wanted. It's a deal. I'll work with Zeon. Just promise we can do this again sometime. Oh, I'll come with you. Hey, get in line. I'm going to sign up as Zeon first. These hired swords seem to have a strong sense of camaraderie. Now that Fei Hong was working with Zeon, it'd be easier to find more men to help keep peace in town, which would turn to help Yang Wang prosper even further.
Your soul surges in your body.
We upgraded the town even more. Okay, Nikamata's. Number 8, 4th bounty no Sihan had given me. Shinonome, boss of the Nekomata gang. Seems Shinonome was holed up in a hideout in a trading port.
Battle 1. Fight!
You're finished! You're
Battle 2. Fight!
You're finished!
Yeah, go. So I'll do this. I read the second bounty notice Sehan had given me. Tama is a woman who uses black magic to manipulate corpses. Seems she's lurking in the mountains to the west.
You're finished!
Wait.
Your fate is sealed!
Yeah, they can only be killed with critical edges.
You're finished! Futile! Scatter!
Oops.
Not yet. This'll be good. Not yet. Come on. Not yet. Nice try. It's time.
Crap again.
Be gone. Leave here. Crumble. Cease. Take off. No. Scatter.
I'm gonna get 2 soul charges prepared, that way I don't fuck this up.
It's time.
Ah, fuck.
Leave here. Crumble. Face me. Scatter. Yes. Scatter. It's time. Be gone. Leave here. Crumble. Face me.
Can you get another one? Yeah.
This'll be good. Naughty. Taste this. Farewell. How'd that feel? Scatter. Scatter.
Got it this time.
Is sealed. It's time. Be gone. Leave here. Crumble.
Damn it, still ended up here.
Face me.
Unintentional. To get a robe off, I did really want to get soul charged, then do the crit edge. Tuscan Ren. Read behind us, son given me. Tuscan Ren, a pair of vagabonds pretending to be husband and wife. Apparently last spotted in road north. Oh crap, I forgot to read that thing.
Not yet.
No!
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
Okay. I can do this. I can do this. Really?
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
Hate when I'm the only one affected by slippery stages. Well, at least here it's only desert. The Katsuragi brothers. Read the third bounty notice and given me the Katsuragi brothers. Elder dwarf, the younger a giant. Seemed to have fled to Z. Final account. Return to shop after eliminating the Nekomata gang as greeted by a beaming Zihan. Splendidly done, Oracle. You took care of that affliction for me, didn't you? An official just gave me the good news. They said they'd have a future work for me. My reputation in the city is growing. I can even swagger the streets with pride now. Oh, the official left me with a little extra bonus here. Remember where you got it. So glad to have someone like you around. Don't be a stranger. This is something I should have done a long time ago. Pepper thieves. Really should have done a long time ago. West Coast, the Indian subcontinent, produced vast quantities of valuable black pepper, and one of its farm owners had a request for me. Thieves have been stealing black pepper on Black Pepper Farm, and I come request to apprehend them. I waited quietly in the field for a few hours, for I heard several footsteps approaching. Instead of challenging them, one suddenly attacked me from behind.
face!
Battle 2. Fight!
You're finished! You're finished!
Let us the farm owner. They're in fact laborers who had worked there. The owner is clearly pleased. Give me a generous amount of expensive spice. Maybe they're tired of their blood, sweat, and tears being used for most of the
Surges in
game.
your body.
Oh shoot! I'm finally level 39. Sweet. Why can't I use any of the ambers? Yeah, need to do something real quick. Kinda like the Naruto online. Oh, because my buddy got me into that stupid game. I get all my free draws in and stupid ninja stuff. Well, I actually got ninja that time. Somebody already have freaking Kimimaru. We're supposed to have to log in 2 accounts. I can put this on auto. I hate how long it takes to load in when you already have a different account logged in. Well, that's going on. Time to continue with the story. Stolen power. By the time we reached the place Dion and I agreed to meet, we returned to the battlefield as when the qualifiers had been a step ahead of us. During this point, a glamorous battle was taking place between qualifiers and a Vault organization. My eyes fell upon an injured Dion. At last, you made it. It was Aswell. We tried to slow him down, but he broke through our lines. Get on ahead, Oracle. We'll deal with the threat here. I left Dion and Natalie head for the Astral Fissure, soon found my path blocked by qualifier warriors. Really? You're not gonna block that? Damn, I keep killing him so easily. I'm tired of killing him so easily. I wasted too much time frustrated. I hurried forward, only to find Aswell and no Astral Fissure in sight. Huh, you didn't make it easy for me, but you still failed spectacularly. I've claimed Astral Fissure for myself. My darling girl. Simply love to watch him squirm and suffer on that within line between reason and malice. Allow me to share something wonderful with you. I'm nearly there, you know. Just a little more. One measly Astral Fissure, and I shall be able to summon the swords and achieve ultimate power. Well, how does it feel to be on the brink of defeat? You must be so delightfully desperate, no? Hehehe. I wish I could stay and sip, but alas, I'm too busy. Merci et tout, au revoir. Merci et au revoir. As well sent her away, I wanted to pursue him, but there's way too many qualifiers. No choice to leave, I turned head to Dion and Natalie. Calm before the storm. Received new information from Mount Vault. Astral Fissure appeared in Greece, and Aswell was heading its way. On our way to Greece, we met back up with Grohl. He completed his mission. Sir, are you okay? I've read your reports. You have done well. Thank you. So Aswell has grown strength yet again. He himself said if he acquires one more of those Astral Fissures, he will achieve his goal. We must defeat him in Greece. Let us make haste. Sir! Dion and Natalie left their seats. I followed them out of the room, overheard Grohl muttering something to himself. You would not approve, Chris. I turned to face Grohl, looking at his left hand, his expression resolute. Shadow of the temple where the Astral Fissure had said to appear, we rested one last time for a decisive battle with Aswell. Unable to sleep, I stood in front of the campfire when Natalie approached. Struggling to sleep, I see. That is fortunate. I have something to say to you. I watched you throughout the journey together. I have a question whether I can trust you. You're not sort the strong, you neither boast nor use your power recklessly. What's going on through your mind is anyone's guess, but I do not believe you to be wicked. I will trust you, for now. But do not take this mean, my guard is down. Cross this and you die. I think Natalie's trying to say we're counting on your help tomorrow. Dion stood on the other side of the campfire, noticing him approach. Natalie will hear in silence. Did I get in that look, Natalie and Oracle? I want you to know that I am with her on this. Let us work together to stop Aswell. Message from Sir Grawl. He says he wishes to speak with you. And while that's going on, I gotta switch controllers. Okay, the issue is always plugging the controller in. Yeah, I'm gonna finish up stuff in Naruto real quick. God damn it. In there, no more distractions. When I arrived at our meeting place, Grawl was waiting for me. Hello. Tomorrow we face Aswell one for last time. I want to say something for you before we venture into battle. In order to defeat him, I'll need to push this wretched power inside of me beyond its limits. Grawl then uncovered his left eye, revealing the gruesome scar. Even so, there's no guarantee I can emerge victorious. His power's grown immensely. Furthermore, I don't know if my mind will not survive if I harness my complete power. I never expected an easy death, but recently I've lost and thought of home. For a brief moment, Growl's expression softened. He gained a distant look in his eye. His face revealed warmth and kindness I've never seen in a hardened warrior. A moment later, it was gone replaced by the usual severe expression. We must risk everything if we are to defeat Aswell. Even if I am victorious, I will likely lose control of myself. Should that happen, kill me, you have the power to do so. Growl appeared resolute. With a small nod, I vowed to do as he asked. I think I was asking this for a second time. Never mind, the hour grows late, let's rest. As much as I would like to complete this right now, I think I'll actually cut the stream short. I will possibly be doing one tomorrow at 6 or 6:30 p.m. EST. That is if I get everything else done in time. If I do show up, you'll expect my WordPress. Down there, you should be... no, wait. Down there, at the bottom of the screen, that's my WordPress blog. It's when I usually announce live streams, though everything gets tweeted up to Twitter at OMarioWV. O to the H to the M to the A to the R to the I to the O to the W to the V. And I shouldn't try to impersonate that umbrella guy. But anyway, that is it for tonight. Anybody watching, thank you for joining. Jackal Azerial, thanks for attending the stream at all. If you're watching this on YouTube later, thanks for watching. This is Omario. Peace out.